Hey, what's up guys? Jake2 here and welcome back to another NIKKE video. So today we're gonna talk about a topic that's almost not touched, or almost no one talks about this one. How do you actually min-max your resources when it comes to equipment, and especially when it comes to skills? Like equipment and skill priority, in the sense that which character should be prioritized. And today, we're gonna be talking about that. But first, please, for me, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any NIKKE contents or guides like this. And yeah, let's get right into it. So first, let's talk about why is it important to actually min-max your resources when it comes to equipment, and especially when it comes to skills. The main reason is actually very simple: higher CP. Now, a lot of players don't actually realize that their equipment upgrades, especially their skill upgrades, are actually very spread out. They don't realize this. They just go, oh, more character, more variety of characters that I use, the better. No, it's actually not it. You see, this is how I actually team build, right? This is how I use my upgrades when it comes to resources, when it comes to equipment and skill upgrades. This is what I do. I choose 5 main units, right? I choose my 5 main units and focus on those 5 units. In this case, it's Rupee, Dorothy, Karan, Privati, and Rapunzel. Now, look at their equipments. Look at my Rupee, right? Look at her skills. Look at Dorothy's equipments. Look at her skills. Look at Haran, Privati, Rapunzel, right? They are very well equipped, and their skill level is insanely high. Like, seriously, just tell me how many characters you have that actually have skills at level 10, like 10, 10, 10. How many characters you have? Because right now I'm close to having 3 characters to have 10, 10, 10, and in turn this gives me really high CP. As you can see, I'm currently sitting at 195k CP at level 240, which is actually high. Like, it's insanely high. But you know what's crazier? It could have been higher, because I'm a dork, right? I made a mistake. What I did before is I actually overloaded Drake's equipment, right? Do I need to actually overload Drake's equipment? No. I also overloaded Sugar's equipment. Do I have to overload their equipment? Heck no, because I could clear Gravedigger without them having this freaking overloaded gears, which is it's such a waste of resources. Like, imagine if I didn't overload this equipment on them. Like, instead of overloading their equipment, imagine if I focus on Rapunzel first instead, right? It would have meant that I have a fully upgraded Rapunzel, which would actually mean I could have gotten a higher CP, higher than what I have now, because again, I don't need them to be this well equipped or overloaded, because I don't use them. I literally just use them on freaking Gravedigger. Like, if you haven't saw my freaking Gravedigger video, like, I literally used characters that lacks equipment, and I even used Isabel with literally no equipment at all, and I cleared Gravedigger with no problems at all, simply because I'm using Rupee, which is basically maxed out, right? She's basically maxed out at this point. She's insanely strong, not because she's meta, but because she is very well invested. And that's the power of investing on your characters, on your main characters, on actually prioritizing skills and equipment on a single character. Now, let me just clarify myself. I'm not saying that I cleared it because of Rupee. What I'm saying is that it was way easier because I have Rupee, who was dealing massive amounts of damage. Core characters that I used there was Noir, Sugar, and Drake. Now, if you have more questions when it comes to Gravedigger, this is not the video. Go watch that video. Seriously, if you haven't watched that, go watch it right after you watch this video, okay? Now, going back to what I'm saying, please bear with me, right? I'm gonna talk about like how you're gonna min-max your resources when it comes to skills and equipment, but first let's just talk about real quick, right? What are the benefits of actually having higher CP? Number one, higher outpost defense level. Why? Because if you have higher CP, that means you can go further when it comes to story campaign and hard campaign. The more stages you clear when it comes to story and hard campaigns, the higher your outpost defense level is. And the higher your outpost defense level is, means better drops when it comes to like equipments that you will use to upgrade your gears. Do note that outpost defense will drop yellow gears. It will drop yellow gears starting at level 144. The sooner you get there, the better, because that literally means you have better resources for upgrading your equipment. Now, other reasons is that you can go further when it comes to Tribe Tower. That means more gems, right? You can clear lost sector stages. Like if you have really high CP, you can clear further. Like the more lost sector stages you clear, more gems, right? More, basically more drops, more everything. Not to mention simulation room. It will be a cakewalk the higher CP you have. So yeah, that's the reason why you want your CP to be as high as possible. And that's why you only want to focus on 5 units or 5 characters first. Max them out. You don't need to max their skills, right? You don't have to max all of their skills. Just max the skills that you think you need. For example, my Privity only has max level on skill 1. Others are like skill level 7. Oh, right. Let's talk about the skills, like skill levels. So, how far do you need to actually level up your units or characters' skill? So, it's very simple. You have to only remember 3 numbers. So, it's 4, 7, 10. Okay? 4, 7, 10. So, what I do is for characters that I use, but I don't really, main. For example, I use like characters like Emma, like Power. I use them on Interception and Arena, right? So their skill levels are only level 4 because again, I'm not planning to main them, but I use them. For characters that you are planning to main, level up all of their skills to level 7. Basically, level 7 is your starting point, right? Before you actually decide which skills you should be prioritizing to level 10, you should level all of their skills first to level 7. Now, the idea behind that is the moment you start leveling up your skills 5 to level 7, it consumes purple materials, right? And also, the moment you go beyond, the reason why we're not gonna go beyond level 7, like we're gonna stop here first, is because level 8, 9, and 10 consumes gold materials. So we don't want to waste those gold materials because they are really scarce. Like, it's very few. You only get a few per day. And that's why I highly suggest that you stop on level 7 first. And then decide or think which character you want to level up their skills to level 10. And which skills to actually level up first. Because again, dude, those gold materials, they're really scarce. Really scarce. I'll show you later how really scarce it is, but for now, let's move on to level 10. So, level 10. So these are the characters that you have decided that, yeah, I'm gonna main this character. I'm all in. For example, for me, it was Rupee, Dorothy, Haran, and yeah, other characters will be decided. Right now, I'm still undecided, but yeah, just focus on the characters one by one, right? One by one. Now, the reason why you want to think real hard which characters that you really want to max out, like from level 7, you go 8, 9, and 10, is again, it's gonna consume gold materials. And do you know how scarce these gold materials are, oh my gosh. Like, I'm gonna give you an example, right? This is an example. Full clearing simulation room, like the entire full clear for simulation room for 1 day gives you 6 gold materials for your burst skill and 12 gold materials for your skill 1 and skill 2. It's for leveling up those skills. Now, let me just show you something. Leveling up Rupee from level 9 to level 10 takes 120 gold materials. Again, for burst, it gives 6 materials only. That literally means I need to farm 20 days. I need to wait 20 days just to level her up from level 9 to 10. Do you get the idea there? Like, this is why you don't want to make a mistake of actually leveling up other characters to level 8 and then stopping right there. Because those gold materials that you use to level up from 7 to 8 are wasted. RIP. You just have to freaking commit or wait for a reset, right? For reset materials and the event where they actually allow you to reset the skills, reset that character, bring her back to level 7 and get those gold materials back, because again, they are very scarce. It's so annoying. They are very scarce, dude. So you have to really think smart on how to use them. So yeah, oh my gosh, that's basically it, dudes. This video is so long. It actually took quite a lot of time to actually make this video. I don't know, man, but if you're still watching, thank you so much for watching, my guy. Also, day 2, quick update, right? Day 2 of this recording, I just went from 240 to 241, so I'm just gonna flex my characters. Like, the CP boost was insane. So I went from 196k CP to now 200 CP, 200k CP. Let's go! So I finally have 4 characters that are currently on 40k CP. Insane. That is insane. And now let's actually do a recap. When it comes to equipments, just focus on the equipments of your first main characters, like 5 main characters, just to make sure that you get the highest CP that you can get for those 5 main characters. Because again, the higher your CP, the better, right? The more rewards you get, because higher CP means higher tribe tower and higher story campaigns, higher hard campaigns, which literally translates to higher outpost defense, right? Which means more resources for upgrading your equipments. Now, when it comes to skills, quick recap: 4, 7, 10. Always remember 4, 7, 10. You stay on those numbers. You stay on 4, you stay on 7, and if you're gonna go beyond 7, you commit. You go all the way to 10. Like, if you go level 8, you go way past, you cross the bridge, right? If once you cross the bridge, you're it. Just go for it. Like, go for level 10, or just wait for reset, because again, gold materials are very scarce in the game. It's so hard to get. And that's basically it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it, because this video really took a lot of effort, like when it comes to just thinking about how to make this video. Cracks my head, dude. Like, I never thought it will be, you know, that time consuming. But anywho, again, thank you so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, I hope that it helps you with your NIKKE journey or whatever. Once again, this has been Jake 2, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye for now. Again, if you haven't subscribed yet, just hit the subscribe button, dude. It's free. It's free. Thank you.